Nightforce's 4-16 by 42 F1 has a unique feature called the Zero Hold. That's a feature for the elevation turret, and what it allows you to do once it's set up is, there's a button that locks it at 0. You depress the button, dial up for elevation like you would on any other exposed elevation turret. The unique part comes in is you can depress that button and dial 2 mils below your 0. So, that's great, but why would you want to do that? Well, there's 3 reasons why. One reason is suppressors. Depending on suppressor weight, mounting system, and barrel contour, you can have quite a point of impact shift when you shoot with suppressor on versus suppressor off. Of course, there's always ammunition variation. You get a new lot number of ammo in if you're shooting factory ammo, or if you change bullet weight or bullet type when you reload. Once again, you can see some pretty significant point of impact shift there also. And then the third reason is increasingly common, and it's thermals and night vision. Those things are super convenient. Their clip-on devices drop right in front of the scope. But when you put one there, your scope's now pointed at a TV screen. So depending on how that TV screen is collimated inside the housing, you can get pretty significant point of impact shifts with that device in front of your scope versus it removed. And what the Zero Hold allows you to do is very rapidly and accurately account for all of those variations without having to bust out the toolkit and completely reset your turret. The good news is setting up a Zero Hold is super easy. All you got to do, scope's mounted up, take it to range, zero your rifle. You'll want to loosen the 2 turret cap screws and then remove the turret cap. What you'll notice is there's a clamping ring that sits around the base of the turret. There's 4 small screws there. You'll want to loosen those 4 small screws and then take that clamping ring and turn it clockwise until it bottoms out. Once it bottoms out, you can use, pick a couple of screw holes as a reference point, but you'll want to come back counterclockwise about 1/8 of a turn. Then you want to put your thumb there, hold it in place, tighten those 4 small screws to 2 inch-pounds each, which isn't a lot. So please use a torque wrench. So crossing pattern, tighten to 2 inch-pounds each. Take your turret cap, put it back on, tighten those 2 turret cap screws to 10 inch-pounds, and you're done. That's it. Zero Hold set. If you want to check it, depress the button, dial under, and you'll see you'll either be right at 2 mils or sometimes you might be 1/10 of a mil off. If you got a little bit of OCD like I do and you want it to be exact the first time, process has a couple more steps, but it's just as easy. Once again, start with your rifle as zeroed, loosen the 2 turret cap screws, line the 0 up on the turret cap with the witness mark on the turret housing. So zero your turret out, tighten those turret cap screws down to 10 inch-pounds each, depress the button, dial under exactly 2 mils. Then what you'll want to do is loosen the 2 turret cap screws, remove the turret cap. The 4 screws on the clamping ring, loosen those, turn that clamping ring clockwise until it bottoms out and leave it there. Then you'll tighten those 4 screws on the clamping ring to 2 inch-pounds each using that same crossing pattern. And then when you put your turret cap back on, you put it on with the 2 mils under your 0 lined up with the witness mark on the turret housing. Tighten the turret cap screws back to 10 inch-pounds each. Then once it's all tightened up, you can depress the button, move it back to 0, and you'll be back where your rifle was zeroed when you left the range. So a couple of different methods. One's an approximation. The other one is a lot more exact. If you're into that kind of thing, which a lot of us are, I'd like to thank Nightforce for sponsoring this video. And if you'd like to know more about their products, you can go to www.nightforceoptics.com.